problem is I've put my body in starvation mode and that's why I can't lose weight. Yeah, that's not a thing. It's a common myth. Well, kind of. There's some truth to it. I'll start with the common misconception. It's what people believe when they don't know why what they're doing isn't working. They think they're eating in a calorie deficit, but because they're not losing weight, starvation mode. Here's what's probably going on. The easiest explanation is that you're not eating in a calorie deficit, your tracking is all over the place, and you're eating perfectly at maintenance. We as humans tend to drastically underestimate the amount of calories we're inputting and radically overestimate the amount of calories that we're outputting. Option 2, you actually are eating in what would be a calorie deficit, but your body is getting in the way. See, your body is homeostatic, and what that means is it likes to stay the same. The fact that you're eating in a calorie deficit means that you would be losing body fat and therefore changing. So in order to remain the same, your body will naturally reduce the desire to move. You'll find it harder to train, your average step count will naturally drop down, and this even goes as far as less fidgeting throughout the day. So to get around this, we set non-negotiable targets, things like daily step counts, weekly training sessions, cardio through sports, hiking, walking the dog, that sort of thing. All of that to ensure that we keep the activity high while we're eating underneath maintenance. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, you're either convinced you're struggling with starvation mode or you're my mum. So here's what also might be going on. You're confusing the concept of starvation mode with dieting fatigue. See, what people think starvation mode is eating 700 calories a day and not losing weight or putting on body fat. You just need to start watching any survival show to see how quickly they drop weight on such a low daily calorie intake. You'll be glad to hear that you're not special. You're not the exception to science, and we can get you back to making progress. We just need to take a deep look at your approach and see where you might be slightly off. Now, with dieting fatigue, think of it as a meter that rises the longer you stay into a calorie deficit. The higher the dieting fatigue meter, the more likely you are to experience the nasty side of fat loss. Things like outrageous hunger, low sleep quality, often cold, zombie or brain fog. Now, by yourself, these things might be happening to you in your fat loss phase and you have no idea why. But working with a coach will help you to work around this in the future and set a clear plan to avoid it entirely. I did that an entire video with an onion in my hand.